At some point when you are recording for a paid job, you will have a producer or a director or someone come to you and say, hey, I need a set of headphones. And the question is, well, what do you do in those circumstances? And the answer is obviously you can't give them your headphones because you need to be monitoring the audio if you're the mixer, or if you're the boom operator, you may have your own feed. But the question is, how do you get audio from your field recorder or mixer out to other people that need it? And the answer is you use a wireless feed of some sort or wireless headphones. And it's often known by a brand name, namely Comtek. Comtek is kind of like, I guess, Kleenex in some respects. And what Comtek is it's very simply, it's kind of the reverse of wireless lavalier systems, but instead it can actually send from one transmitter to multiple receivers. So let's show you some of the details here. Here I have just a pretty basic set. This is the transmitter here. Of course, it has an antenna here, pretty nice sturdy antenna, in fact, with a very nice sturdy BNC connector. On the top here, we have we have three things. Number one, we have an auxiliary input. So this is where you get the audio from the mixer into the transmitter, in this case, a 3.5 millimeter. You have a little gain potentiometer there, which you can adjust with the included plastics kind of screwdriver thing. And then you also have the power switch. So in addition to that, now because it's wireless, you do get to choose which frequency you want to transmit on. You take the little clip off there, and you have two switches here, again, that you can adjust with the included little screwdriver. And what you want to do is just make sure that your transmitter and receivers are on the same channel. And they're very simple. It just has numbers 0 through 9 on the two different dials. In the manual, it shows you exactly what frequencies those refer to. And you'll find one in your area that works. Then down here, of course, we have, so here, of course, you just have a 9-volt battery to power it. And it's really simple, very easy to set up. And I haven't had a lot of problems with interference. It does transmit on a different set of frequencies than all of the wireless microphone systems. So it's not usually a major issue. And normally, because you're transmitting this to a producer, it's not quite as critical as getting the feed from the microphone to the mixer, because if there's some interference here, nobody's going to die, and it isn't necessarily going to make a requirement for a retake on that particular take. So then next what I have is I have two receivers. Again, the receiver, same thing. You take the clip off and you set the band that you're going to be using, the frequency. And once you've got that set, this one is also easy. You've got an output for the headphones. You've got a little dial here to control the volume. And you have a power switch. That's simple. So in this case here on the Sound Devices 633, we have the full-size XLR outputs. We also have, over on the other side here, an X3 and X4 output on a 3.5 millimeter jack. So we could just use that, and that's just a matter of using the 3.5 millimeter out to the transmitter here, like this. Then I put this in my bag, and then I can give each of the receivers to the people that need the wireless headphones. Now, of course, you need headphones as well. In this case, I'm using these cheap Sonys. These are $20 headphones, and you don't need super expensive headphones. In fact, I don't like to use really good headphones because I don't want to have to replace good headphones all the time. And oftentimes the people that are using these may not be super careful with them. I'm not trying to point fingers or anything, but sometimes a producer will show up on set with their kid, and the kid, they want to kind of make it a special experience for their kid. Who knows what's going to happen? So these are Sony MDR ZX110s. Again, I think they're about $20. They're good enough. They're on-ear headphones. They're comfortable. They work well enough. They do the job. And they can actually also fold up, so when you are done, it's nice and easy to transport them. Okay, so, and of course that just goes into the headphone jack here. Now, the question you may have is, okay, well, is this a microphone level output or a line level output? Well, the receiver can actually handle both of those. It has a gain. Again, it has the gain setting you can adjust. And on some of the better mixers and recorders, you can adjust the output level as well. You can choose whether it's a line level or something else. Also, if you don't have a 3.5 millimeter output for whatever reason, just XLR outputs, then Comtek also has an adapter here that goes from, this is an XLR female to 3.5 millimeter, and that'll come out just one of the standard, outputs here. The nice thing about using the 3.5 millimeter output, however, is that you don't take up one of your main outputs. And so you have options, and you can do a number of different feeds. So overall, there's a quick look at Comtek or wireless headphones or wireless feeds, whatever people are going to call it in your particular production, how to get it set up, and when you might need it.